coming right there.
Hey guys, welcome to Tactical Rifleman. Imri here. So we're here to show you another range drill. This drill incorporates some hand-to-hand, right? Just range training, right? Just shooting is not going to make you ready to really defend yourself, right? What we have to do is incorporate some stress. We have to incorporate elevated heart rate and some mental stress. So we have a bunch of drills to do that. There's no technique here. The only technique you're going to use is your shooting technique, but that should already be ingrained in you, right? You shouldn't have to think about changing mags and about how, finger straight when you're coming out of the holster when you start doing these things. So what we're going to do is Jason's going to start on the deck. He's going to get up. He's going to run at me. I'm going to have my trusty kick shield here, right? So I can hold up my kick shield and Jason's going to come up and he's just going to work the shield. He's going to hit it. He's going to punch, kick, elbows, whatever.
Up! Work it, work it, work it! Work it, work it, work it! Give me some knees, knees! Work it! 3, 4, up, left, right!
What you'll notice is we don't care about technique. It's going to look ugly. It's supposed to look ugly, right? It's just about aggression. So you apply aggression. Once you do that, your brain is on hitting this bad guy. Then I will give him some sort of count and he's got to go around afterwards, draw from the pistol and shoot the targets in the order that is designated.
Hit, 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 hit! Up!
I want to make sure that we do this safely, right? So dry, 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 dry. Do dry practice. Keep doing dry practice until you feel 100% confident with your firearms mechanics, right? Finger straight, muzzle discipline, all that stuff. An added kind of benefit here or an added security value here, I often will do this with a magazine loaded in the gun, but not chambered. Now, we're not talking about this whole stupid discussion with carrying unchambered on the streets, right? That's silly. What we're talking about here is range safety. And if you don't know how to manipulate your slide, then maybe you should go back to square one, right? Learn how to manipulate your slide, because without knowing how to do that, you can't shoot a gun. So a lot of times what we'll do is we'll start condition 3 like that for range safety, so that while we're going at it, hitting each other and all that, if your gun becomes dislodged or whatever, then it's still safe, okay? So that means that when you're coming out, you rack your slide. And you can add all kinds of things into this, right? You can add dummy rounds in your magazines. You can add multiple targets. You can keep bothering the shooter while he's trying to get the job done, and all kinds of variations like that that will make the drill kind of higher speed and more interesting for you. Check out what we're doing here. This is during a pistol class that I did a couple of years ago, and we're mixing in some CQB skills here. You'll notice here we're doing it on an empty chamber, and then you have to rack your gun afterwards. That's just to make sure that no accidents happen on the range. So we're moving up to the barricades. I'm making him get closer so that he can focus on one thing at a time. I want him up close to the barricades when he starts to learn the dynamics of moving around that corner. Notice none of this is pretty. When you're really going hard, it's going to look ugly, and that's okay. That's real life. Even a good shooter here, your trigger abilities, how you focus on your sights, all those fundamentals degrade. So this is a really good way to test your fundamentals under some elevated heart rate and a little bit of stress, depending on how the instructor pushes.
Go, go.
Here's another variation of this drill that I did with my good friend Rawson, who's a tremendous shooter. Here, there's no bag, so it's not punching, we're fighting for inside control. I'm calling out how many shots he's got to take on the one target. Notice the target he's shooting, he's about 5 meters away, and the target is a 6x13 rectangle with a 1-inch wide strip. He's got to hit that 1-inch strip.
Push me forward. Fight to the inside. Go, go, up, up. Four.
So because Rawson's such a good shooter, we're making the shooting part here a lot more difficult.
Go, fight.
And even for him, it's not an easy thing to do. Your skills degrade when you have to focus so much on doing a physical activity like fighting to the inside like we're doing here.
That was one hole. Go, fight. Let's go, fight. Let's go, fight. Push me, let's go. Up. Shoot the mag. Let's go, shoot it. Move. Hurry up. Very well done.
So here's Miles from Tactical Hive doing this drill during a training that Rawson and I put together for him. He's really doing a good job, especially considering this is towards the end of the day. It's just been him doing every drill by himself every time. And he's already smoked. I think at this point he may have already puked up his lunch. And he's working it well. You see, he's even making it look not so ugly. The yelling at him is more to create a psychological effect of confusion, to make him feel stressed. He's got to get 3 hits on each target that's called here. That's not 3 shots, it's 3 hits. So the steel targets make it nice. We're shooting frangible ammo here on the indoor range for safety. We're mixing in the end of the process so he can't just walk away from the drill.
Let's go start over. Hurry up. Let's go.
And he's doing it over and over.
Hurry up. Let's go. We're not done yet. Hurry up.
What you're going to see here is now he's got 2 bags to hit. And he's got to kind of figure his way through this mess while he's getting yelled at and make good decisions. He's got to deal with it. He's already tired. He's still trying to fight. And this guy really is a lion, man. He did an awesome job. He's smoked. For anybody that thinks that this looks easy and, you know, why isn't he fighting? I urge you to try it yourself. This is not easy. And he did a tremendous job. Very cool. So like you see, we can mix in a bunch of different ways to do this. Just make sure that you do it safely. If you need to, you can start this with an empty chamber and rack your slide when you get to the targets or the shooting portion. Or you can do the whole thing dry a few times just to make sure that your trigger work and your safety work is all there. Bottom line is have fun, be safe. It's a fun drill, but do it when you're ready for it.
If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter so you don't miss out on anything.